This is going to be my attempt to explain the Moreau speedrun strat as best I can, the way I can pull it off at least. And this one I got a 210 from aggro to kill, and I felt pretty good about it. It can definitely be improved, but yeah, like I said, I'm just going to go step by step, explain it as best as I can. So at the opener here, you would normally wait for the head to come out of his mouth, since he has a tiny body in his mouth. That body takes more damage, so you wait for the head to pop out and you pop it with the sniper for the opener. But what I do, since you have time, is I open up with just a sniper shot when I see him, and then I have time just to wait for the headshot opener too. So we'll go ahead and play that a little bit. So he aggroes, I pop him, and you can see here in the SRT the boss health. So he's already, that did 0.7% damage, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's pretty nice just to get that free bit early on. So we do that opener, and then when he opens up his mouth, we pop him in the face with our sniper, and then we swap to our shotgun and hit him again. And then we do it again. So it's sniper shotty, in addition, with the way I do it, the extra sniper at the very beginning. Now the thing is, when you do the shotty for the first time, the way this game works, if you use your weapon and it has, say you shoot a shotgun and it has a reload speed of 3 seconds. If you immediately swap over to another weapon after you shoot it, and you go back to the shotgun, you're gonna have to wait the rest of that duration to be able to shoot again. So what you do here is you sniper shotty, and then you delay swapping back to the sniper, so your shotty cooldown is resetting basically. So let's watch this again. So you open up, we do that. You don't have to do this first shot. So he exposes his head, sniper, shotty, we wait just a second, then we go sniper, shotty, then we slide to the side here, we kind of get to this building here to the left, and once he reaches the peak, like once he reaches as high as he can with his puke here, is about the time I shoot the first shotgun shell here. So I'm sliding to the side to the left while I'm reloading, and then I wait for him to get up top or as high as he can, and then I shoot him. So 1, 2, and now here there's some branches over here that I kind of run towards, and pretty much as soon as I get to them, I try and flip back around toward him and run against him. So we're reloading and then we flip around there, and so we have our shotgun reloaded, and we get in position here, and he exposes his head right there. We pop him with it, and we pop him one more time, and now here I'm pretty much, his head like pops up a little bit to the left of the center here, it feels like. So that's about where I aim, just a touch to the left. And you can aim a little bit higher if you want to. But what you're doing is he exposes his tiny body here, and you can hit it to do extra damage. You just aim about here-ish. You don't have to aim exactly here, but watch where he pops up. See about right. Well, let me go back just a little bit. Let's see if we can capture that. See about where he pops up is kind of to the left of the center of his mouth. So just aim in that general area. You just want to hit his body. I don't honestly know if there's a difference between hitting this part of the exposure versus his head that comes out. I honestly couldn't tell you. But yeah, I just aim for his body essentially that pops out. To pop that, and then shotty, and then that shotty usually makes him sort of stagger backwards like that, and then you're able to get a few more shots off. So if his head's exposed and it doesn't put you in a bad position, go ahead and try to hit his little body inside his mouth if you can. So we have that exposed right now. We're just blasting him. I usually try and get him about below 87% ish. And now while we're running this way, we're trying to reload all of our guns. Okay, this part right here is important. Let me go back just a little bit just to show you about where I'm headed. So while I'm reloading, I'm pretty much headed to the right. There's this piece of like sheet metal here or whatever. I'm going just to the right of it right here. That's about where I'm headed. And once I get here, I turn towards Moreau and I aim about right here-ish is where the barrel is. It's an explosive barrel. That's where I want to aim, roughly there. So the lineup here would be, you have this big piece here, right? And then you have these boards across. So what I use is about this line on the boards on the right side, and I aim just above it, about the middle, about here-ish usually. So you can see my cursor was a little bit off there, but I adjusted it at the last second because I was kind of in a rush there because it's a pretty tight window. So you can see us do it again. So we go to this corner, we flip around, we aim right about where I was saying, and we blast him. And watch his health here. So he's at 20,820. When he comes out, he's at 22,320. So it does, I think, 1,500 damage. It's a very important shot to hit. And here, after we detonate that, we run essentially to the left of this little rope here. So I run about here-ish, pretty much all the way against the wall as soon as that happens. And I flip around, and then he queues up a puke attack. And when he exposes his body here, I snipe him, and then I run to the side I'm running to the side to avoid his puke mostly. And so while he's doing that, I get a little bit of extra damage in with the sniper, and then swap to my shotty. And then when he's coming down, I try and do a shotty about midway down the first time, like there. And then I do one more shotty shell. And then at this point, we do kind of like a bait where I run away, run toward him, and run away again intentionally. And when I run away, I run to the barrel. When I run toward him, I pretty much bump into him. And when I run back, I just run until I get in a comfortable position. Because the next shot we're going to do after we run back and forth to bait his puke attack is going to be a sniper shot. So you don't have to be like super close or anything. So let's see that in action. So we just do a little extra damage, and then he gets about halfway down. 1, 2, run away to the barrel. Flip around, bump into him, run away. Sniper, he exposes his head here, and then we swap to our shotty. The reason you're swapping your weapons back and forth is because of the weapon cooldown. Like, it would be nice if you had like no cooldown in your sniper and you could just, you know, a hairline trigger action, but unfortunately that's not the case until, even when you upgrade your weapon fully, it's not going to be like that really for most weapons. So that's why you have to do kind of a swap back and forth for a lot of these steps. So we snipe shotty when he does the puke attack, and then we immediately swap to our pistol and shoot this barrel here. And watch his health. It should do, I'm guessing this one will be 1,500 as well. Let's see, he's at 19,327. Yeah, so that's 1,500 as well. And that damage staggers him, so he like tosses his head to his left side, and it allows you to get in several shots, or at least a few shots. So as his head's exposed there, you can't really see it with all the clutter. His head's exposed, we're trying to get in some damage, and now he's going to move away from us here. And while he's moving away, what we're doing there is equipping our pipe bombs. We have 4 of them. And you can double throw these. You can throw, and the first one will detonate, and it'll also trigger the second one, and then same thing for the next 2. We throw, those both explode, throw, and then we immediately swap to our grenade launcher here, and we just start the rotation. And while we're doing this, there's some items over here to the left that we're going to be picking up for free essentially while we're spending our time shooting and reloading. So like, see, while we're reloading there, we're picking up all this shit, and now we're moving into a new position. And while we're moving to that new position, we're still reloading the grenade launcher. Right here, he's about to do his acid rain, and when he gets in position up here, he exposes his body one more time. So we're actually going to try and snipe him here. So snipe. And now we're going to move over to this side, We're getting in position here to drop mines, and we also have a barrel here, which is another 1500 of damage, so it's very important. So you use all the barrels in this fight, by the way. You have the one at the main part, the one off to the side, and you have the one here at the end. So we're moving in position over here to avoid the acid rain. We have our barrel, we're getting some more items, and all the while, like any windows you have, you pretty much want to be reloading your weapons and picking up items. So we're coming over here, reloading, getting all this shit, and we're just doing some sniper shots. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does enough to matter. It's about 100 and, I don't know, 170-ish, I guess, I'm not sure. Now we're reloading our grenade launcher, shooting some of these off. And it takes a little while to get down, and then we take out that barrel there so we can get in position. You want to go up in the corner where the barrel was and crouch down. And this is essential for the mine placements. So what I do is when I'm in the corner and crouched, I use this branch here on the ground, this one right here, as my general lineup. It's not super important, but there have been times if I don't do a relative lineup that my mines don't do triple damage like they're supposed to. So what essentially is happening is he dives towards you and he exposes his body inside his mouth, and while he's exposed, the mines all trigger at the same time and hit him in this critical spot, and they do triple damage. So each mine, instead of doing 300, is doing 900 each. So yeah, you do a fuck ton of damage. We only have 9 mines here, but sometimes you can have 10 or 11, so it's quite a bit of damage there. So let's go ahead and play this a bit more. And now we get out our mines, we make one here, and then we pull out these. And the way I put these down quickly is I hold block, which for me, since I'm on PC, is spacebar. And then while I'm blocking, I'm just left clicking a bunch. So you can see how fast we can place them. I think that you can do them a little bit faster if you kind of alternate tapping, but I've never tried that. I just hold it down because it's plenty fast. So we put those down, and then we swap to our other 4. We equip them real fast, and then we do the same thing. Hold down block, put them all down. And then he's about to be in position now. He's about to come toward us and expose this critical spot, and he'll detonate himself. So now we're going to just do a little bit more damage. So we try and hit him here, and then it explodes, and then we finish him off with a shotgun shell there. And that's it. So that was a very, as best I could, detailed explanation. I'm going to play it one more time and just let it roll the whole way and just try my best to explain what the fuck's going on. So from the beginning, let's go. So we open up here with a bonus shot, and then he exposes his head. Sniper, shotgun, delay, swap, sniper, shotgun, move to the side, reload, up to the top, 2, run to the stick, flip around, 1, 2, get your sniper ready to the left a little bit, then shoddy, 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 and now run to his left side and reload while you're running, and then get in the position to the right of this. Now aim, do the 1500, run to the left of the rope, turn around, snipe, do a little bit of extra damage. When he gets about halfway down, 1, 2, run away to the barrel, flip around, bump him, run away. Get your sniper ready and snipe, shoddy, pistol barrel, and then shoddy, snipe his face. And you can hit his body with the sniper too, it's fine, or the shoddy, either way. And then you equip your pipe bombs. You can throw 2 at a time, they detonate each other. Now swap to your grenade launcher and start shooting, just the cycle of shooting and reloading. And while you're doing that, you're moving and picking up items. Now he's going up top. He's about to expose his head and snipe it. And then keep reloading stuff, pick up items, and just do a bit of damage. He spends a while up here, so you have time to just kind of unload on him. You kind of want him in the like 9 to 12, probably, well, 9 to 11,000 range. As low as you can get, obviously, is ideal. It just depends on how many mines you have and how much ammo you're able to unload into him. But yeah, you make your mines here and then put them all down. Like I said, I use the stick as a lineup. It doesn't have to be super precise. Make sure you're blocking while you're putting them down. We put all those down and we start shooting him again, because he takes a bit to get in position here. So exposes his head, snipe him, get our shoddy ready, and he's dead. Even if the fight doesn't go that cleanly, if you do that general strat, it usually makes the fight pretty consistent. One other thing I'll say while it's on my mind is you also, this is on PC, you want to be on 60 FPS. The only reason is because he's a fat fucker and there are times you need to slip past him. And if you're on higher than 60 FPS, it makes that difficult and sometimes impossible. And that's very important. If you can't slip past him and get into the right position, the strat falls apart completely. Other than that, that's all I can think of. Just know that timing, the rotation, position, all of that I tried to explain is pretty important to getting this strat to work. This strat took me, I didn't make up this strat, but I learned it, and it took me several hours to get down. Like, I couldn't even kill this guy in the cycles, even if it was sloppy. I could kill him eventually, but he would usually go up and puke one more time or something. But to get this specific rotation down, it took me several hours. It's very difficult. It was for me, at least. So don't get discouraged if you're trying to learn this. Just know that it's hard, and there aren't many people that are probably able to pull it off. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I'll try and answer them if I can. Otherwise, best of luck if you're trying to speedrun this shit, because Village of Shadows is cancer. But yeah, take care.